Look, y'all are all the way in my fucking grill, okay? All the way in here. Y'all can see everything today, okay? Anyway, what's up? It's your girl Lysha Maurice, and this angle still isn't right. Let's go ahead and cut that. Boom. Alright. So, I'm gonna actually stop fucking around. Like, I'm gonna take my quote unquote job seriously. Hold on, let me focus real quick. Give you face. Alright, so boom. Clout Chaser TV. I don't know if I said that in the last clip, but roll that intro.
Clout, yeah, clout, oh, clout, yeah, clout, oh, clout, gimme clout, clout, gimme clout, clout, gimme clout, clout.
Clout, ooh, clout, yeah, clout, ooh, clout, yeah. Anyway, so this week on Clout Chaser TV, I just want to say, YouTubers, all of y'all motherfuckers, after I put up the last episode last week, and I believe I put that out on Friday, all of y'all just decided to just act a dirty, no, Wednesday. Y'all all just started to act a dirty goddamn fool all at one time. And I was just like, you know what? I really could have sat on this footage and just combined last week's video with this week's video. And everything would have been fine. But y'all didn't want me to live. So here we are with episode 5, which could have been episode 4. So some of y'all favorite YouTubers don't really like y'all, and I'ma say this in like the nicest way possible. Like, they think y'all burnt and ugly. I said it. I'm a chocolate girl, so you know what can you really expect from half breeds? There, I said it. Cancel me. You can't. I'm not even popping. So, four YouTubers within the last week had gotten their old tweets dug up. And we're gonna start with Sayria Jade. For those of you who don't know who Sayria Jade is, she is very popular in the beauty community. I featured her in, I believe, the 3rd episode of Clout Chaser TV, where I was trying to figure out if her, Kennedy Simone, and Lysha were still a threesome. So basically, her old tweets were dug up, and you know, there was one tweet in particular that I should probably really pull up because it bothered the entire fuck out of me. I'm not even on front. I believe there was a tweet that said, all these people say that I'm like a black girl, but I'm like, nowhere, nothing about me is black. And my issue with that is, Sayria, have you seen your daddy? I think that was my only issue with that whole thing was, I hate when people, whites and Mexicans, call me a black girl. Nothing about me is black. Ah ha ha ha. Have y'all seen her father, right? Okay. Corie Rayvon, her tweets were also dug up. I wasn't very surprised that, you know, she had some tweets like this because girls like her. Yes, I'm prejudging. I don't give a fuck. Girls like Corie, you know, the brown skinned girls with the light eyes and the big flowy curly hair, they do tend to shit on us darker women. But honestly, Corie's like my complexion, so I don't even know where she could come off saying the things that she was saying. But if you guys would like to know what she was saying, I'll have the tweets on the screen. Y'all some way somehow found Clarence's old fucking Twitter account, and oh baby, y'all, he said, please, all the black girls that think it's okay to dye their hair blonde, you look like a black and mild. That one was actually funny, I'm not gonna lie. But it's just, you know, come on, boo boo, like. And I believe that he said that that account was hacked or whatever, but those tweets did come from him. That, like, he confirmed that. And then Queen Naija. Queen was very, what y'all did to Queen was kind of like, I think it was funny because of like the way it happened. It was like, okay, you guys are going in on Sayria and Corie, but this video of Queen is from last year and is literally a clip of her. I guess her and Chris were doing a story time about how they got bullied in school and things like that. And basically it was just like, she said, I don't want to say little ugly black girls, but she said something about black girls with ugly hairstyles and nappy heads and blah 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 blah. You clearly look at Queen and tell Queen is black. You can look at her mom and tell she black. You can look at Tina and tell she black. You can look at Terrell and tell he black. They black as hell. That's a black ass family, okay? Her dad is Arabic, so she, and then I believe that her mom is mixed too. You can even look at her grandma and see that she's fucking black. So I just want everybody to shut the fuck up. Like, y'all digging holes for yourselves. Queen for a while was very unapologetic for the comments that she made. She felt like she told the truth. She was telling her story. She was, you know, telling her side, how she felt. And honestly, I'm not gonna say like I was personally bothered by it. I don't really give a fuck. But like I said, you can always expect that from lighter skinned people or mixed breeds because they really don't care about us. Like, everybody want to be black till it's time to be black. Period. That's literally how I feel. Everybody want to be black until it's time to be black. And I feel like it took Queen was like going hard, like riding for what she said. Like, she was not apologetic at all until maybe about a couple days ago. What, today's Monday, so she probably apologized maybe Thursday or Friday. So like a whole week had gone by. The announcement that she was signing Capital had gone by. And I think that's another thing too. A lot of people don't have media training, so it's like, I say what the fuck I want. You can't really stop me from saying what the fuck I want. And who gonna stop me? Who gonna pop me? Not you. Fuck out of here. Like, it's that type of vibe, and that's not cool. So, while we're on the subject of Queen, let's just hop over to her ex-husband being exposed for talking shit about his bros. I really want to put a ban on this man's name on my channel, but he just keep digging holes for himself. Like, it's so bad. Like, Chris was with, I guess, one of Parker's friends. She was like on Instagram getting her hair done. And you can hear him in the background. I guess he was talking to somebody, like somebody asked who Ar'Mon Trey was, and you can hear him in the background describing them the best way he can. Give me a second. Lighting. So you can like hear him in the background, like he said Ar'Mon is like the childish one, and then he said Trey is the more feminine one. And Ar'Mon and Trey got a lot of backlash for being on Chris's song Letters to My Ex. honestly, they made that song, so but they caught a lot of flack for that. Ar'Mon gets a lot of flack for having Chris's back and always being with Chris, you know, with the whole situation of him cheating and blah 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 blah. You know, he gets a lot of flack for that, and for you to be talking about them behind their backs in the company of others in that type of context is like, is not okay. And the girl tried to cover it up. She was like, he wasn't talking about them, but you can clearly hear it in the video, and I will play the video, no problem. That he said Ar'Mon is the childish one and Trey is the more feminine one. So he said names, sweetie. So how is it that he's not talking about them? So you're trying to cover his ass. His ass can't be covered. So Chris later on went to go say, fuck everyone but my son. I don't know if Parker was included in that, but that's none of my business. But like, that literally was a thing. And Trey went on this big old rant on Twitter about you know, how people been calling him gay his whole life, and how, you know, he was scared to talk to people because of like his mannerisms, the way he carried himself. There are a lot of straight men out here who have like feminine vibes to them. For instance, like my fashion, for the longest we thought he was gay. Jalen is not gay. Okay? Let people live their fucking lives. Like, I don't understand why you feel like people have to validate to you whether they're straight or not. And I have a reaction video coming up soon too, because I have some words for another YouTuber. Sorry, not sorry, but I have some words for Shorty. Tina and Abby Nicole are going at it again. Apparently someone said something about Tina saying something on her live about Abby, and it got back to Abby's live. Her friend Kaylee was doing her hair. They made some jokes, blah blah blah. Tina said something. Tylen said something. It is what it is. Like, it's just a lot of shit going on with a lot of people. And honestly, like, I get why Tina flipped, because, you know, Queen is her sister, but at the same time, it's just like, you kind of put her in that situation. So it is what it is with that. Guys, this is, I'm gonna save the Ceraadi drama for later. Apparently He Flawless and Justin Marcus is going at it again. If you guys don't know, they had gotten into it about 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. About, yeah, 2016, summer 2016. There were videos, things were figured out. No, like, the fans figured it out. Not only did the fans figure it out, but the other people that were involved pretty much outed this, like, the story. Sky Santana. But basically, I guess the two of them ran into each other at BeautyCon, and Justin wanted to, you know, kind of talk to Kenneth and like diffuse the situation, or what you know, whatever the case may have been with that. And it didn't really too much like go the way that Justin wanted it to go. And Kenneth is not a confrontational person, so I can see why he was trying to get himself out of the situation. Justin went on his channel and he did a story time about what happened. You know, he told his side. Then Kadiva, which is Kenneth's alter ego, she made a video telling her side with a little bit of footage, but kind of like, you know, lit my heart up inside. So knowing that that incident is actually on camera makes me feel a lot better, because, you know, everyone always has holes in their stories, but when there's like actual footage of things that happen, like, you can really like get the gist of it. If you guys want to see those videos, I'll leave those videos in the description box below. But to get into that story, like, their beef is still a thing. nothing was resolved in that situation. And Justin is very petty because I guess he talked to Kenneth's former roommate, and that's not, you know, very cash money of you, Justin. The Ceraadi story is very, it's all over the place. And the reason why I say it's all over the place, and as you can see, I'm looking down at my phone because I'm like literally scrolling through screenshots on top of screenshots on top of screenshots. Where like it all begins. So they posted a missing persons post on Instagram and Twitter. So the official Ceraadi Instagram and official Ceraadi Twitter, there was posting that Nunu was missing. After the post went up, I believe they went live and they were talking and you know, just, you know, trying to get the fans to understand, like, you know, she's not home. You know, they don't feel like the person that she's with, like she's safe with the person that she's with, and they would like for her to come home. Now, this entire time, Nunu was in the comments, and she's commenting and she's saying, you know, I'm 18, like, I didn't run away, like, I'm not happy home. And they feel like the guy that she's with is manipulating her and was forcing her to say those things, or he had her phone himself and was saying those things. So Nunu then went live herself. She showed her face for maybe about 2 seconds and she started to cry. You can, I guess, hear the guy in the background talking to her, probably, like, you know, telling her to calm down. They were outside. It wasn't like they were in a building somewhere. Like, they were outside. She was outside and she was crying hysterically. She explained how her family said that she didn't come home, that they were going to sell her clothes, they took all the money out of her account, and things like that. She also had receipts to back up, you know, everything. While her family is still live, they showed her room. Her clothes were still in the closet. Her bed was made up. Her siblings were very, very, very upset and were crying and screaming and things like that, because it's like, when you know a person and you've lived with a person like their whole life, your whole life, that's all you know is that person's personality, and then to see them flip like that, is different. Like, it's different for you. You don't know how to, like, adjust to it. I kind of think that's like what happened in that situation. They didn't know how to adjust to the fact that she no longer wants to be involved in, like, their, like, family dynamic and how they're running things as far as the group goes. They put the money back in her account. Last thing that I saw was a PSA where they were packing up her things, and I believe they let their youngest sibling, like, they moved her stuff into Zia's room. I just hope that this family situation gets better, because they're really like a low-key family on, like, YouTube. Like, they, you know, they do their videos, you don't hear nothing else about them. I think the most that we really heard about Ceraadi was when Amaja was, I guess, was like DDG's Tinder date last year, and when Zinia Nunu she was like the first girl that we seen McQueen with after the whole situation with him and Lysha. So I really do hope that gets better, that changes, and, you know, as a family they can get it together and come back to the YT the way that, you know, it's supposed to be, and that, you know, they're able to get their music situation and everything together. On a lighter note, can y'all stop buying y'all views? Can y'all stop buying y'all views? I mean, and if you're gonna buy your views, make it less obvious. Joel and Lauren, Em and Vaughn. First of all, who the fuck is watching Em and Vaughn? no shade, but shade. Who the fuck is watching Amazon? Their videos, I guess they're a couple morning routines, night routines, whatever the fuck. I don't know why y'all are doing those videos. Those are fucking disgusting. Unless like you're a beauty guru, you shouldn't be doing those type of videos. No one really gives a fuck what y'all do at night. Or what y'all do when y'all wake up in the morning. Y'all should just be brushing y'all teeth, getting the crust out y'all eyes, and moving on about y'all fucking day. We don't need to see it. They were caught. And I think it was funny because there's no way in hell that Joel and Lauren got 35 million fucking views on that video. They barely have 1 million subscribers. So who in the fuck? Emin Vaughn, same thing. I don't know how many M's their video got, but no one's watching y'all. Y'all not up under D&D Nation anymore. No one's watching y'all. So y'all got caught. There was a lot of Arabic comments under the videos. I don't think the likes matched up either. Because if you got 35 million views on the video, your likes should be probably in the millions too. So y'all got caught. Damien's still out here lying about DMB and Nation University. Abby won't let the Queen, Clarence, and Patty thing go. The Zias, Illuminati, KT shit will be a whole separate video. That was a lot that happened in the last 3 days, and I don't think I really have time to. Well, hi. You know, I could have recorded from this angle the entire time, but y'all was all up in here. Y'all got to see how cute my makeup was. So it is what it is. But like I said before the video, the last clip cut off, was that I might be making a separate video for the Zias, KT, Illuminati drama, beef, whatever the fuck, because I don't really feel like getting into depth about that here right now, or at all for that fucking matter. But I just feel like that itself deserves a separate video, because that's a lot of fucking information going on, because it's been happening for a fucking month, and now that So is involved in it, I think that it's gonna get a lot fucking worse. So hi, how you doing? So yeah, that's it for Clout Chaser TV this week. This is episode 5. And love you guys. Thank you for watching. It's your girl Lysha Maurice. I don't know if I said my name at the beginning of the video or not. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all love commenting on these videos talking shit, but I don't give a fuck because I'm talking shit in the video. And now you guys can actually see how beautiful and chocolate I am, just in case, you know, your colorist fave has something to say about she, her, I. Yes, this is me and all my beautiful brown skin glory. Yeah, that's it, I guess, for this week. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, watch it with your auntie, your mama, auntie, grandmas, uncles. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Roll that outro. Duh.
Clout, yeah, clout, oh, clout, yeah, clout, oh, clout. Give me clout, clout, give me clout, clout, give me clout, clout.